Hey guys, today is Thursday. It is Pixie's due date today. She looks close. Her ligaments are gone, her udder is full, and I have her locked up in the barn. Not in a stall, just kind of in the pasture outside the barn. And so hopefully today we're gonna have some goat babies. Babies before, but she had them early. She got pregnant when she was still too young, and it just was not a good situation. So this will be the first time she'll be a mom. So I've got her just locked out here by herself, so she's not like in labor or anything yet, so that I can kind of keep an eye on her. There she is. So she's got, you know, some pasture to eat. And she can see all her friends that are out here. But yeah, so we're just gonna be checking in on this girl today, seeing how she's doing. I figured she'd stay out here for the most part. And it's just so hard to see on camera, but her ligaments are totally gone. So at least probably in the next day, probably today, hopefully not in the middle of the night. You can see she doesn't have any fluid or anything right now. And I know I've been showing her udder, but you can see how much bigger. Sorry, she's really low to the ground, so this is really hard. Her udder is nice and full and big and tight, and it's even bigger than it was yesterday. So all signs here pretty soon, but I don't think she's like in active labor. She ate pretty good breakfast this morning. She looks like she's ready for a nap. Maybe Pixar. Yeah. But I've never been around her to have babies. The last time that she had babies, she kind of hated me. And so, yeah, she was not the friendliest goat. And we had to pull the babies, and it was just not good. So I've never really seen her progress. Naturally, her mom is the hardest goat to know she's gonna have babies. I've only been able to catch her in labor once. So I'm a little bit nervous that this girl's gonna be that way, that she's gonna look like she's not in labor, and then all of a sudden she's gonna have babies on the ground. We don't want them out here, but I don't want her to be stressed since she doesn't look like she's in active labor. When she goes into active labor and I put her in a stall, we'll let everybody back in so that there will be other goats around. This is the food side. But yeah, so hopefully today's video will be a birth video, and we'll have new baby goats. What do you think, Pixie? You ready to have some babies? But she's been sitting here. There's a pallet. I'm sitting on this little pallet. She's just been propped up here on this pallet, taking a nap. I think so. She was out eating grass this morning when I came to do morning chores. But I'm not really seeing any contractions or anything like that. I probably need to be watching her on the camera, but I really don't want to lock her up in a stall today. I don't have any hay to feed her right now, so I would prefer her be able to get out here and graze. And I'm going to be able to check on her like every 30 minutes. So there's no real reason to lock her up right now. Typically, I would. But now that I have this ability to kind of pin her up in this little paddock, I would kind of let her like her to be just comfortable, and she doesn't seem ready to be locked up in a pen. She wanted to go out with her friends, so when we get closer, we'll lock her in a stall. Make sure everything's clean. And this is pretty much how she is all the time. So if it's just me and her, this is kind of how she acts. She's not being especially vocal or doing anything different, so I don't think it's time. She may fool me. So something else I've been dealing with this week, and if you follow me on Instagram, you know, this Tulip keeps escaping. And it's really annoying because she's not trust me. She doesn't really trust me yet. And so she gets out. Here she is, being her stinker of a self. And she gets out way down here at the gate close to the road. And I thought that I had figured out where she went through. I've plugged up like a million different holes and she keeps getting out. Never had baby goats get out other than Tink, who could just walk through the squares. They normally don't leave mom. And it's just her, like no one else gets out. And so I have to come out. I came out I think 5 or 6 times yesterday and put her back in. And she runs from me and she runs from the dog, and it makes it really hard. Where she's a lot friendlier when she's in. But she just wants to come out here and eat grass and be totally annoying. So we're gonna put her back in, and I'm gonna try to set the camera up so you can see how crazy this is. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, I don't know how much of that you could see, but it tends to be the easiest thing to do is to use Bunny, is to get Bunny, and then Clover goes to Bunny, and then we get them both in with some grain. Now yesterday I was able to get them in without the grain, but she's gonna be upset because her other baby is out there. Clover's out there. But I'm a little bit tempted to kind of leave Bunny, and if I could get Clover, I think the babies can actually go in and out right here. Not where Link's head is, but like underneath. And so I might just leave Bunny in here with some company, for some company for Pixie, and that keeps me from having to chase Tulip out, but we will definitely kick. Oh, well that was a whole bunch of fluid that just came out of Pixie. Not really the kind of fluid that I'm looking for necessarily. She's still eating. But we'll see. Maybe if Clover, I might just leave him in here for a little while. It kind of gives Pixie some company. And then I don't have to worry about this one escaping for a million times today. She's just kind of a stinker, and you're always going to have one, I feel like, or two, that have more of a sassy attitude, and that would be this girl for sure out of ours. So they all are mad now because they didn't get any food, but that has kind of been our days lately, has been Miss Tulip getting out. We're still just watching this girl. I do think, based on that amount of fluid that she just pushed out, that just peeing, that today is probably going to be the day that we have babies. I just don't think it's going to be probably in the next like hour or two. I think it's probably going to be still several hours away. This girl was sleeping in was swimming in the pig pond yesterday. It was like 50 degrees. What are you doing? Are you guys liking your new pig house? Yeah? Yeah? I love her because she just has so much personality. Okay, so of course, like 5 minutes after I turn the camera off, best friend decides that maybe she's getting closer. I don't know, because I'm not familiar with her. I went ahead and just locked her up in the stall. So I put a lot of fresh straw in. This is pretty thick. And she's eating it because there's some hay mixed in, which is odd. But she just has had kind of a steadier stream of fluid. Her mom eats before, after, during labor. And that's why it's so hard to catch her. So I've got her in here, I've got my camera set up, and I'm gonna watch her from in the house. But I think she's a little bit closer than maybe I'm thinking. So if you guys are having fun watching me with this first time experience with this little doe, I'm anxious to see her be a mom and see how many babies she has. She's been really big. So probably at least twins. But yeah, we'll see. We'll check back in. I'll be watching her pretty constantly on the camera, but I'll update you if anything changes. It's about 2 o'clock. Nothing new to report. I'm probably a little bit oversensitive with her because I just don't know. It's Poppy. Probably real unhappy about being pinned up in here at this point. Such a good girl and doesn't care, but they probably eat most of the grass that was here. She's still in here. Still doing her thing. Just the door to this particular stall has to be redone. So, I have to keep a bunch of cable on it. Hi! How are you? Okay, so she's really dropped these babies down, even more so than earlier this morning. So like, I don't know if you guys can see, but this is like completely empty, and where I could feel the babies kind of right here before, I definitely cannot feel anything. She's been restless for sure. Kind of up and down, pawing at the ground. I've been watching her on our camera from inside while I'm working, and she's real agitated. She doesn't want to be in here. But I don't think that would be that's going to be any different really. Probably even as she gives labor, she's not going to want to be locked in here. It's just kind of her personality, honestly. She's just a little bit more nervous than my other girls. Aren't ya? Okay guys, so it is about 8:30 p.m. and she has finally started into pretty active labor. She's been in active labor, I would say, for probably 3 or 4 hours, but we're just now getting those really good hard contractions. So it has been all day. She's not been in labor all day, obviously, but she's really, like I said, only really been in labor for the last couple of hours, and has really started having those contractions. And it's a little chilly tonight, so I have the tarp closed just for my benefit. I will probably open it, at least the bottom up, before once we're all done here tonight with babies. That just helps keep me warm. Cece's real pissed off that it's, I don't even know if you can see her, that it's closed. She wants to go out. I know. I'm ready, girl. Been waiting all day, but I'm real glad I'm not sleeping in the barn. It was getting to that point. So you can see, compared to what we were seeing most of the time today with the kind of stretching and teeth grinding that she was doing, this is what you're really looking for. Like, babies are imminent. She's not really pushing. Haven't had any major fluid yet. Oh, there we go. Got some fluid coming that time. Making some progress. Yeah. Yeah, no baby yet. You have to go and push a couple more times. She smells the fluid. Push some more. I know. You're new to all this. We'll get him out. That's a good sign. That's hopefully means something's made it through the cervix. It's kind of the worry with her is she's just a little bit smaller, but she should be quite big enough to have babies at this point. Yeah. That's what she's looking for. See, she got this nice little string of fluid going. This is a good sign. It'd be great if she would lay butt this way. She won't, because she's pixie. There you go. There's some fluid. Good girl, come on. It's coming. It's coming, come on. Good job. Doing good. Doing good. There we go. It's right there. Something's coming. You're doing good, Mama. Doing good. Good girl. Take a break. Make some progress. Yep, here. Come on. It's right here. Push. She's really close. There you go. Come on. A little closer and I can help. Good girl. Rest a minute. Swing you this way a little bit. Yeah, just swing you that way. It's okay. You're okay. Rest a minute. Rest a minute. Yeah, rest a minute. Yeah, it's right here. Keep pushing. There we go. Come on. Push. Good girl. Come on. I know. You get that push. Push. There you go. Push. Push. Nice, baby. I see a foot. Come on. Yeah. Do good. Do good. Good girl. Push. Yeah. I have a blanket ready for you when it comes. Oh, don't eat the blanket. Push. It's not the baby. Push. I don't know. You've done the hard part. Good girl. Come on. Come on. Yep. Help a little bit. We're going to just pull down. Yep, we got it. There's the other foot. There we go. Whoa, that's a big baby. There you go, Mom. Wake up. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Here we go, Mom. Oh. Come on. You got another one coming? Yep. Oh, here comes number 2. Yep, there we go. There's number 2. Here we go, Mom. Look. These are pretty. All right, Pixie. Lick the babies. Lick the babies. Oh. Okay. Let's get noses. Yep. Hey. Hey, babies. Babies. Is this it? 2 twins? What about you? Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Boy. Girl. I think. Girl. Pixie. Hey, look. Babies. Babies. Lick this. Lick the babies. There you go. Lick the babies. Ugh. Okay, we have a boy and a girl. She did really good. I don't think she's got another one. I think this is placenta that's coming out. I've got another. Oh, that's a good noise. Towel over here. I'll try and help her. There we go. Yeah. Let's see. Let's do this. Yeah. Here. Let's get all that goo away. There you go. Look. No, babies. Big babies. So she's had babies before, but like I said, one was stillborn. Oh, I got a stool. And one died pretty much right after birth. So she's basically a new mom. She's never raised babies. So it's kind of our job to show her. Let's see what she's supposed to be doing. You can see it took her a little bit to get this first guy out. This little girl. Yeah. But I don't really like the way you're sitting here. Here you go. Okay guys, so we're gonna finish up today's video with a look at the babies now that they're all dried off. Everybody's healthy and happy and Pixie, for being a first-time mom. A little confusion when they first came out, but she's letting them nurse and she's up and eating. I'm tired. It was a late night last night. But here they are. So the one that's mostly brown, this is the girl. This is Fern. And the little white one that's underneath Mom is the boy. And we're gonna call him Waffles. And it looks like the boy may have blue eyes. Fern looks like she probably has brown eyes. He's doing really well. And what I've done today for her is kicked everybody out to the pasture, to a different pasture, so she can have this area behind the barn to go graze if she wants to. She may not. She may just want to stay here with her babies. She's got pellets and grain and a little bucket of grass to eat. So yeah, I was really happy with that delivery. That was like honestly the most perfect video for a goat birth delivery because it just went exactly how it's supposed to. Especially for a first timer. Like I said, she's had babies before, but she had them prematurely. We had to pull them. She's never raised babies, even though she's such a sweet girl. And honestly, I don't know if you don't really follow me on Instagram, you may not know. Pixie did not like me for a long time. She was very shy. She's lived here her whole life, but it was just a struggle for us to be friends. And so I, number one, held off breeding her because she was so small. And until she and I could build a relationship. And I know lots of people who their does have them in the pasture and it's totally fine. But for me, for a milk goat, it needs to be a goat that you have a good relationship with. And so, that's what we did. And I trust her and she trusts me, and that makes a big difference. So I hope this video was informative and helpful and fun. It's my favorite part. Oh, I know. It's my favorite time of year. This is our last kidding for this season, but we are hoping to have at least 2 goats give birth this fall. So look forward to that, probably in October. Yeah, and some more updates on how Waffles and Fern are gonna do and all the other babies. So if you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can see how Waffles and Fern are doing. And so that in the fall, when we have more babies, you'll know, and you can watch those videos too. I'm gonna link a video, maybe over here, of one of our other goats giving birth, and I hope that you like that. So we'll see you guys later.